So they copied Sukuna's ability. Well, Yuta did, right? And they continued to jump him. The thing is, a lot of people are saying that because Sukuna said that, oh, what a nice meal, that confirms that Yuta has to eat something of the opponent for him to get the ability. Which, again, I still think that doesn't prove anything, right? It's like people saying that Yuji has Supernova, which is Choso's ability. Now, Yuji has blood manipulation of some sort, not necessarily like Choso and the other guy. What's it? Noritoshi Kamo, right? Since a lot of people want to say that the blood blowing up in Sukuna's face is like supernova or whatever, but that's not really how supernova works. It's like he's condensing it and then it like blows up. And this is more like it's on his face and he just ignited his blood. But anyway, that's besides the point. Because Yuta hit Sukuna with the dismantle, I think it was. Cleaver, dismantle, either one. He hits him with his own technique and they continue to jump him. To the point where Sukuna's like, I'm getting cooked. I need to, use my, world cutting slash. And so the minute he tries to do it, everyone grabs him, stops him from using it. And they just start cutting off his arms, taking out his tongue, blowing up his face. And Yuji finally hits him with one more hit and he gets into the place where their souls reside, right? But then Megumi throws the whole thing. Oh my days. Everyone is dying out here trying to beat Sukuna. Even people who say that Megumi watched Gojo die by his own hand since it was Meguna. That's true, but at the same time, why doesn't Megumi realize that they're all doing this to try to beat Sukuna? Okay, so it's like, oh, he died because of me. Yes, trying to beat Sukuna. You have this chance right now. Why? I don't know. People want to say it's reasonable. I guess so. I guess he needs a bit of Takno Jutsu because if Yuji can bounce back, I don't see why Megumi can't. Plus, Megumi told him, you have to save me first, so I'm sure that'll happen. And I feel like that's the only main character thing that Yuji's going to do. If not, because again, they say he's going to kill Sukuna, but at the same time, Sukuna has the merger, so why would he give it to him unless he'll use it eventually in the end? And it's either going to be for him to fight the merger, or he gets beat, or he's getting close to being truly beat, and so he activates the merger and fuses with that or something, right? Also, I had a theory about Sukuna saying he already understands what true love is, because I feel like Yuta's, in a sense, a reincarnation of Sukuna. And I don't mean that directly as in by ability, as in a different thing, whatever. I mean that Sukuna was an unwanted child, right? I don't think he had a brother. People say he had the twin brother, he fused with him, whatever. I feel like someone loved Sukuna, because he even says, like, when Yorozu asked him about being shown true love or whatever, and he's like, oh, I already know. He laughs like he already knows what true love is, right? Someone like Rika, right? Probably loved or was with Sukuna, and then Sukuna cursed them, because Sukuna's like this really crazy. That's probably why he was an unwanted child, right? Because he's out here like so strong, he's killing people, whatever, cursing people. And so someone like Rika in the past for Sukuna loves them, but then he curses them or they die, whatever, and then he fuses with them. And that would make sense because it would fuse. And plus, the second half of his face, the other half of his face, looks like, I want to say the material, but like the same design as what Rika looks like her face. It's like that white, like kind of shell thing with the lines and everything. It kind of looks like Rika's face. And we still don't know who Yorozu said would teach him about love. Because that would also make sense if it was Yuta, because the kind of love he had with the person he cursed was different from what it seems that the curse was that Sukuna would have given to who loved him. Where instead of like living together, well, I say living together, but as in simply using as a backup, he probably ate them in turn, made them part of him, right? So, true love. So that might go into that as well. Either way, they got cooked. Okay, they ended up getting Sukuna ended up getting the world cutting slash. It looks like it went completely through Yuta, and everyone else didn't get as much, like when Uraume, like when Uraume only froze mostly Maki instead of Yuji. So I think Sukuna focuses energy on Yuta, and this might also add to him teaching him about true love. Yuta teaching Sukuna, because you have to remember that Rika isn't fully manifested, right? So he could be, Yuta could fully manifest her, or she becomes fully manifest or whatever, and the infinite extra curse energy and everything not only would give Yuta all of his cursed abilities copies and all the cursed tools, whatever, but it would also give him his curse supply, which would probably help him with healing, and she could hold them together because she didn't look to be too damaged, and neither did Yuji. Again, he had that jacket, so you can't really tell. But when you saw Yuta, he looked like he was, especially because it shows Sukuna's hands pointing directly at Yuta, so like it shows him like directly trying to his best to focus on him basically, since he is the strongest there. Something with him and Rika is probably gonna happen, so that either Rika's fully gone and he keeps everything that he needed, or just to get him back together, or something like that. But on another note, Maki finally pulled up. Okay, people have been really wondering like, where's Maki, right? Like she's like undetectable, and she should be able to just pull up, do whatever. Okay, it can help. She has the soul splitting katana as well. And then sure enough, she finally pulled up, stabbed Sukuna with it. After he was like, ah yes, I finally beat these kids, broke the domain. Oops, Maki just comes in, right into the back. Okay, now could this be a problem considering the fact that she might not be able to distinguish between the souls of Megumi and Sukuna? Perhaps. But then again, for the soul splitting katana, she has to be able to see the soul of souls, like souls in general, right? So that it can bypass all durability. Plus, there's also that it bypasses all durability, right? So she doesn't have to worry about being strong enough to actually cut up Sukuna. But then again, there's something different about Sukuna's soul, because even Mahito, with a curse technique, right, touched his soul, and it just wasn't enough. But you also have to consider that you can defend your soul even if you don't have a soul like Sukuna's, like with Nanami, where he just used cursed energy to defend his soul directly, like instinctually, right? So someone like Gojo probably could also just take a few hits of anything, especially Sukuna. Although Sukuna definitely seemed more like he was confronting the curse technique, or Mahito generally, right? So maybe the soul can't even get affected by that, by the katana. Either way, there's a break this week, and I already want to see the next chapter again every single time, because it, I don't know, Gege does such a good job of leaving it on such a cliffhanger, or just anticipation for the next chapter. Like the chapter before this one, it was Yuta using dismantle. At this one, it was Maki stabbing Sukuna. And the one prior to the last one, the last one, was all three of them, Yuta, Yuji, and Rika, getting ready to fight Sukuna, and like his ability and everything. It was crazy. It's crazy. It still keeps going. It keeps giving more. JJK really is the manga that keeps giving. Like honestly, I mean that's pretty much it. I'm just excited. Hopefully we'll get some backstory, right? And then we'll finally be able to get some. Yes, my hand technique I haven't used in 1,000 years against soul splitting katanas. I don't know. Either way, if you agree with any of the theories I might have given, or you have your own theories, comment below. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike it if you disliked it. They don't even pop up on my YouTube anyway. Subscribe. And that's it. I'll be here, hopefully with some other videos. And at the very least, with a video about the next chapter, the most recent chapter. But that's going to be like about a week's time. So stay tuned. And thank you for watching.